So there's been a lot of FUD, doom and gloom, fear, uncertainty, doubt in the markets, in the equities, and real estate, and bonds, and it stresses me out, and I don't like to. I think you can overload yourself on that stuff sometimes, and so I did my. I'm doing my regular kind of monthly market updates, and found a couple more markets that are doing really damn well right now. In Texas, of course, our fundamentals just look too good, and so let's get into it. We are in a couple more small markets: Brownsville, College Station, Corpus, and we're expanding. So I started doing some data on them, and surprisingly, and it does follow some of the patterns that we discussed in earlier videos, where smaller market, they were less positively impacted by some of the currency devaluation that occurred a couple years ago, and so they didn't have the wild swings that all the big cities had, and so they're not going down, they're not going backwards. And so I'll post a couple of their screenshots of this. College Station doing phenomenal. They're just trucking along, y'all. Year over year, still positive, neutral, like just not negative, not like wild and 20% year over year. I'm talking 5%, 2 to 5%, just cruise. And there's a couple months that they've had really good numbers. But anyways, the point is, it's not going backwards like some of these other markets. Another one is Brownsville. Brownsville just trucking along. Now, they did have more of a positive effect over the past couple years than some of these other smaller markets, and I would attribute that to SpaceX specifically bringing quite a few, six-figure salaries, well-paying salaries down to the coast, and but it's beautiful to see another market just crushing it and just trucking along, even despite the interest rate situation where the cost of debt has doubled, and literally you couldn't afford what you could afford. Like, if you were a regular person, you could have, like, let's say you're just a random person, and with your current DTI ratios, or last year, you could have afforded a $400,000 house, or even a $500,000 house, or let's just stick with $500,000 house. Yeah, March last year, but now this year, you can only afford a $400,000 house because your DTI, nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is the interest rates. Knocked off $100,000 off your buying power. That's what these interest rates do. So I can only imagine, once interest rates start going back down, what it's going to do to the rest of the economy. Like, we're still in a squeeze, guys, in Texas. It's beautiful. Well, not beautiful, but it's just the good fundamentals are still shining through the data in Texas, which is cool. At the macro level, y'all, it is there's some scary information popping out right now, and so I won't get into it too much. But we have all the banking crisis, the solvency crisis that's happening. It looks like the Fed's already started backstopping them, and I'm betting that's probably the bottom, but we don't know. Like, they could change the policies again. It really is the bottom's in when the Fed says the bottom's in. So I think that's the lesson I learned over the past 8 years now. Anyways, hopefully you found that helpful. I think those are solid markets. College Station specifically too. That's just a huge college town, so you couldn't go wrong having rental property over there, or even just a piece of land. So anyways, my name is Justin. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I'll help you out and give you some of these links. So peace.